What's up, Locust Grove? Everybody ready for a little bit of Bullet Club action tonight with Luke Gallows? Well, before we get started, 2 weeks ago, there was a NWA Georgia title match between Tyson Dean and Shane Marx. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring out your new NWA Georgia Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, your new NWA Georgia Heavyweight Champion, Odinson. Now, as I said, the title match was originally between Shane Marx and Tyson Dean, but Shane was injured. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, your NWA Georgia Heavyweight Champion, Odinson.
No way. Rick, all these people know that the real champion is Tyson Dean. I have no problems with you, Odinson. My problem is with you. You and I both know that the referee that counted the pinfall was not even the sanctioned referee for the match. Heck, he didn't even work here anymore. It was Radar.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. 2 hours before the show, I personally hired Radar back.
You know, I could tie this company up for years in legal wranglings if I wanted to, but I'm going to take this mano a mano. Odinson was not scheduled in the match. It was Tyson Dean versus Shane Marx. You can't just have anyone run into the ring in the middle of a match. This is a travesty of justice.
Well, I'm going to say this on that. My ruling stands. This is the NWA Georgia Heavyweight Champion. Radar works for the company. He made the 3 count, so that's the champion.
That belt belongs to Tyson Dean. I'll tell you what. Fine. You want to stand by your ridiculous rulings? That's fine by me. Because we would like to exercise our right to a rematch for that title. You have got to be kidding me.
Cold, cold eyes upon me, they stare. People all around me, and they're all in fear. They don't seem to want me, but they won't admit I must be some kind of creature if they're having fits. I'm a party house, I'm afraid to come outside. Although I'm filled with
If you will indulge me for a moment, Mr. Michaels, I try to keep my nose out of business that I ain't mine. But I was in the back And I heard Mr. Peanut here rambling on about this man didn't deserve the title he had. Well, I can know this for a fact. If Tyson Dean had weaseled his way into winning that match, we wouldn't be hearing that guff out of that bunch over there. I agree with you, because that NWA Georgia heavyweight title deserves a fighting champion. And if that man was a fighting champion, he wouldn't have cared whether it was Odinson, Santa Claus, or the mayor of Locust Grove who come out here. He would have challenged him, and he would have fought him. That is your champion.
You know, that gives me a great idea. You're hollering rematch.
Yes, rematch.
Then
Rematch.
right here, right now, I am going to honor a rematch. But it's not for you, because you have your hands full with Lou Gallows tonight. So I think that's what you need to be worrying about. Mr. Dawson, Mr. Marx, Mr. Odinson, I'm going to grant him a rematch, and I'm going to let y'all fight for the title. And, ladies and gentlemen, the referee for this match, Radar! Don't be complaining. You still, let's see, you lost the PWA, the NWA. You still got one title left. What else is there to whine about? Go away.
Wow, interesting turn of events here as this matchup starts. We're going to have Odinson versus Shane Marks.
D. Witt Dawson. Now, I didn't know when I walked out here that they was going to put the gold on the line, but it seems like tonight, competing for the NWA Georgia heavyweight title is a man that hails from the fighting city of Philadelphia. He is the revelation, Shane Marks.
And his opponent, to my left, from the halls of Asgard, he weighs 292 pounds, the NWA Georgia heavyweight champion, Odinson. This match is one fall to a finish.
Amazing setup here, folks. Odinson remains the NWA Georgia heavyweight champion. And Rick Michaels is allowing the melee at the end of our event here almost a month ago, I would guess. And the event here, as I'm joined here at ringside on commentary by Big Chad Shepard with us. And Chad has been handling some things for us and out doing some scouting for talent and that sort of thing.
Yes, sir.
And that's why he hasn't been with us here lately. And we got the two men that faced Tyson Dean at our last event, Odinson and Shane Marks. Be interested to see how Marks is recovering from his injury that eliminated him from that matchup.
Absolutely. Saw the video, and it was just a shocking turn of events.
Yeah, for Odinson, I didn't even realize what was going on at the point. You know, Odinson hit Tyson Dean and went for a cover, and I didn't understand what was going on. I was just as confused as the fans were here.
Absolutely.
And to find out that he is going to remain the NWA Georgia champion, although Tyson Dean does have a rematch here in the future. We'll have to see what's going on there. But Shane Marks is going to go behind there on Odinson. Odinson, oh, yeah, he's going to power out of this. A young blue chipper here is Odinson. Just an incredible athlete here, incredible professional wrestler. As Marks reverses that, and no slouch here is Shane Marks. This probably, honestly, would be a main event. Any promotion across the Southeast, maybe in the country here, as Shane Marks takes on Odinson. Oh, show of strength there. Marks is back into the ropes. Head of steam there. A couple of shoulder block attempts there from Marks and Odinson. Oh, another shoulder block there. Odinson coming off there. He's got a head of steam. Marx is down. Odinson over the top. Marx is going in. Oh, going for a frog leap there. Big spine buster from Odinson. Odinson rolls over Marx, and we never truly learned what the injury was to Shane Marx. I know he looked a little bit woozy as he climbed up that second rope. Big knee drop there from Odinson onto Marx's forehead. And the controversial now. Whoa.
Oh,
big
wow.
spinning forearm. Uppercut right to the back of the shoulders of Shane Marx, and Marx is down for just a 1 count there.
Of course, it's good to see our old friend Radar Martin here being the official. Things have been going on with him, and it's good to have him back.
Oh, yeah, it's nice to see your Radar back here. Wow, big show of strength there. Jeez.
Wow.
Marx there is well on the other side of 250 is Shane Marx. I didn't hear what he was announced at, but definitely a large gentleman there. And for Odinson just to pick him up like he was nothing
Incredible
on that gut
strength.
wrench there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is hands down one of the biggest, strongest men that we've had here in NWA Atlanta in its history. Going back to Middle Georgia Championship Wrestling, is a big, big man here is Odinson. Marx is up in the corner there. Odinson punishing him. Marx over there. And you got to question whether or not this is a good matchup for him to be in. If he got knocked out of that matchup here a month ago against Tyson Dean. Oh, big shoulder breaker there and an elbow breaker right over the shoulders. Shane Marx. DeWitt Dawson with some words of encouragement for his man there. Always on the outside. Marx is back up to a vertical base. Another arm breaker there over the shoulder of Shane Marx. Big power from that man. Odinson trying to get the feeling back there. Marx now shooting. Oh. Arm breaker there. Arm breaker there. Marx is down for a 2 count. Or Odinson down for a 2 count, excuse me. Asking if Odinson's going to submit is Shane Marx. Wishful thinking.
Yeah, he's focusing on that. He's focusing on the arm, Adam. I think he might have tweaked a little bit.
You have to cut out his power if Odinson can't pick up Shane Marx because his arm is bad. Marx is working on a submission there. Setting up. Odinson's getting close to the ropes. He doesn't really know where he's at right now. It looks like he's not even realizing that he's close to the ropes. We could reach out and grab it here. That's how much pain Marx has got Odinson in right now. Big forearm.
Oh, my.
You can hear DeWitt Dawson on our mics probably cheering that move.
DeWitt thought he had him. So did Shane.
Odinson there. Oh, yeah. He is settling into that shoulder there once again. Look at Odinson there. He is just shaking that arm, trying to get some blood flow back into it. Marx is doing a great job of working that over. He might actually end up with a submission out of this matchup if he continues to work on the shoulder. This is not a title match. It might be smart of Odinson just to go ahead and submit to save and fight another day. I don't know if that's the character that a man of that stature and that size is going to have. You certainly don't want that to be your first match after winning the Georgia title to be a submission, but that may be the smart move here so you can live to fight another day. Vicious shoulder breaker there again. Marx, very unique offense there from Shane Marx as he tries to work over the shoulder of Odinson. Continues on his assault there. Odinson sliding over. He can't use both arms to get to a vertical base here. He's having to use the ropes to get standing again. Marx with a big shot to the side of the head. Shaking his hand there as the solid cranium of Odinson did not prove to be a good victim for Shane Marx's right hand.
Oh.
Yeah. DeWitt Dawson in control. He is a happy man here, pacing at ringside. Goes over to once again to encourage his man. Marx with a roll up. Radar Martin down with a 1 count there as Odinson kicks out. Marks is settling in, still working. Oh, he's going to hammer lock there. Odinson standing in the middle of the ring. He's not going to get a submission at that point there. Odinson with a right hand, another right hand right to the side.
Trying to power out of the move that he had him in. Oh.
Yeah. Marks' chest draped over the top rope. Odinson with a shot there. Even that chop hurt Odinson's left arm. Head of steam for Odinson. Oh, big elbow out of Marks there. Veteran move from Shane Marks. He goes to the second turnbuckle. Odinson set him up for a mini superplex.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That ring moved about 2 or 3 inches, I think, when Marks hit the ground. 2 huge men landing at the same time. Now, DeWitt Dawson has a look of concern on his face now as the tide may have turned in this matchup. Big discus double axe handle there from Odinson. Odinson still working the shoulder there. Big European uppercut into the corner. Odinson shaking that arm still. Marks with a reversal, pulling on that left arm of Odinson. Head of steam meets the boot to the face in the corner. Odinson says, sizing up Marks here. What on earth is he doing? Oh, Marks with a smart move there, ripping Odinson off of the turnbuckle, and Odinson's face went right off of the top turnbuckle there. This might be what Marks needs to take advantage of the matchup.
The only way that he was able to catch himself on the ground was that hurt arm, too.
Yeah, that's not a good thing either.
No.
Good point there, Chad. Marks now got a face lock on him, setting Odinson up in the corner now. Is he going to reverse him into the corner? Each time Marks pulls on that 280-pound man's shoulder. Oh, big head of steam chest first into the turnbuckle. Odinson's like he's setting him up again for that spot. Oh. Big flying uppercut off of the second turnbuckle there. Marks is down. Is this going to be all? Can Odinson take advantage and make the cover? Odinson's feeling it, but he ain't moving that left arm. Now he's got the elbow pad off. He sends it to the corner. Odinson like he's sizing up Marks. I don't know at this point. He can pick up Shane Marks and hit that F10 on him with that injured shoulder. Odinson looks like Marks is up to a vertical base. Odinson going in. Marks, huge spine buster, last gasp here, hooks up our leg. Wow, 2.5 count there. Surprising Odinson there. Marks almost got a 3 count. Marks now trying to get a little bit of momentum from the crowd here. The fans here are 2 fan favorites at NWA Atlanta facing off this evening. They don't really know who to cheer, but they know they're in for some good wrestling. Marks is setting him up for the Death Valley Driver. Wow, you can see. Oh, my God. Marks picked him up. Odinson able to wiggle out of that. Odinson setting him up. Oh, my God. Odinson hit him with the 10.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Al Getz is out here at ringside now arguing with DeWitt Dawson. You can see him in the foreground here in our picture. Odinson's trying to get him here. I don't know what Al Getz is doing out here at ringside. Andy Anderson's in the ring now. What on earth? He's going after Odinson. What is Radar Martin doing? Radar Martin's pounding out. Radar Martin calling for the bell here. We're going to have a disqualification here, or no match. I'm not really sure what's going on. Andy Anderson now outside the ring as he goes after Shane Marks and Odinson here, the hired henchman.
The referee has determined that this match is a double disqualification. As a result of that, Odinson is still NWA Georgia Heavyweight Champion.
Andy Anderson coming out and interfering in this match as Al Getz provided the distraction for DeWitt Dawson here. Both Odinson and Shane Marks are down inside the ring. Neither man is victorious here tonight as it's a double DQ from referee Radar Martin. Odinson and Shane Marks here. What a great matchup before whatever happened with Andy Anderson coming in.
Absolutely.
But that was a tremendous matchup here this evening, and hopefully we'll see something out of these 2 guys here in the near future.
The following non-title match is set for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. And introducing first, with his head of security, he is from New Orleans, Louisiana. He weighs 210 pounds. Tommy Too Much. Ladies and gentlemen, your NWA Atlanta heavyweight champion, Tommy Too Much. And his opponent, from the Mushroom Kingdom, weighing 227 pounds, Drew Adler!
All right, here we got our second matchup of the night. The NWA Atlanta Heavyweight Champion Tommy Too Much is facing a former champion tonight in one Drew Adler. Drew Adler with a good title reign here after taking the title from Ring of Honor star Matt Sexcells. We hope and wish Matt Sexcells a great recovery and a speedy recovery from a broken ankle, broken leg that required surgery here. And Godspeed there to Matt Sells. Obviously not a fan favorite here down in NWA Atlanta, but anytime that you see a gruesome injury like that happen to a wrestler, you don't want that to happen. As Matt Sells had a gruesome leg injury here, but Drew Adler took the title from him last year, I guess about a year ago.
I believe it was.
And had a couple of tremendous matches, a great ladder match, and a huge matchup at our War Games show. War Games event back in the middle of last year. And Tommy Too Much, there's really not much you can say about what he's done here in NWA Atlanta other than have some what basically could be called handicap matches with his security taking on former champion Simon Sermon, as they had a no disqualification, no count out, balls count everywhere, whatever the heck you feel like doing match about 2 months ago. And security had him handcuffed, Simon Sermon to the ring. Just absolutely classless, despicable moves for Tommy Too Much. But hey, those were the rules of the matchup, and Simon Sermon lost the title. And Tommy Too Much has been the champion ever since. And taking on his first big challenge as a NWA Atlanta heavyweight champion. Going after Tristan Michaels, got a handful of referee shirt there. Not sure what he's doing yelling at Tristan Michaels for. Tristan Michaels is going to count out Tommy Too Much. Oh, yeah. Drew Adler brings Too Much in the hard way and Too Much right out the other side of the ring. Drew Adler calling Tommy Too Much too chicken. KFC chant starting here.
There you go. I was going to say, does anybody have some? Or
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm a little hungry too. I don't know what's going on. Too Much now walking out of the ring once again. I'm having a hard time hearing myself because the fans are giving so much guff out here. Too much as they're returning to the ring once again. Just enough to break up the 10 count from Tristan Michaels. No relation.
Tommy Too Much is just, he's done nothing but despicable things since he's been here.
Oh, absolutely. Now security's going into the ring after Drew Adler, and Too Much with a Pearl Harbor job there on Drew Adler as Adler turned his attention to security. Security paying dividends once again. Too Much is going to have some type of a showing without some help from the outside, or that type of thing's going to catch up with him here in the near future. Wow.
This place is just exploded.
This place is electric right now, I tell you what.
Absolutely.
I'm absolutely amazed. Adler with the delay vertical suplex there. Tommy Too Much taking that big suplex from Drew Adler. Uh-oh, gosh.
Oh.
Tommy Too Much finding himself on the wrong end of the ring post there. Best way to put it. Adler there with a shot to Too Much, a shoulder block as Too Much went for a backdrop, it looked like. Adler there with a leapfrog there, sending Too Much over the top there as Too Much. Too Much tried to block that. Adler's still able to power him through and get him over. 2 count there from referee Tristan Michaels as Adler settles in, slowing down the pace just a little bit there. Too Much is having some trouble breathing there with Adler with some knees to the midsection and those ribs. Tommy Too Much.
Drew Adler, of course.
Security back up again. Oh. Security up on the ring apron. Tommy Too Much with a shot to the groin of Drew Adler as Tristan Michaels' back was turned. I tell you what. We got to do something about this security guard being out here, really, Chad.
Absolutely.
There has to be some type of fair match at some point involving this man. Tommy Too Much from the first time he set foot in an NWA Atlanta ring. He had 2 security guards the first time he showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. He's beating on Drew Adler. I can't believe Commissioner Rick Michaels allows this to continue. I know Too Much has got a reputation around the state of Georgia. It needs these type of people at ringside to keep fans from attacking him and whatnot. But when the security's getting involved in the matchup and not paying attention to the fans, it kind of negates what the heck is going on in the ring and the need for security from the fans. Look at that. He's just stomping on Drew Adler now here at ringside. He's got to go. This is ridiculous. He's got that billy club on his waist. He's got a set of handcuffs. Why don't he just do that and use it on Drew Adler? What's the point? If you're going to be out here, just go for it. He's got so much junk on his belt, he keeps having to pull his pants up. It weighs too much. He needs a set of suspenders. This isn't even a title match. This is just pure bitterness out of the security guard's part.
Absolutely.
Just pure evil out of these guys.
If you remember 3 weeks ago, Drew Adler was tag team partner with Simon Sermon against Completely Awesome and Tommy Too Much. I watched videos.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We saw that matchup here.
I did.
It was a tremendous, I guess it was a split tag match at this point, but
right.
Or a handicap tag match.
Handicap tag.
Yeah. Adler there trying to get some, there we go. Tommy Too Much right in front of the security guard. Hey, guess what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Security guard choking Drew Adler over the second rope. The fans here at ringside are screaming. Another punch there for Adler. Adler's having trouble breathing. You can just hear him huffing and puffing now in the ring. Tommy Too Much is a talented wrestler, too. Oh, jeez. Adler landed real hard out here on the concrete. Good grandpa. Grandpa there at ringside. He's up. He doesn't even have his walker right now. He's up. He's so angry he is. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Adler with a couple of shots. Too Much is out of the ring now. They're both fighting on the entranceway here. Too Much has grabbed Adler away from his security guard. Adler had enough of getting shots at him. He's taking on the security guard out here outside the ring. Big flying clothesline from Tommy Too Much sends Adler down to the canvas. Adler's shaking the cobwebs loose, and he's back to vertical base. Too Much jawing at the fans, takes a clothesline in response. Wow. We've seen a new Drew Adler here the last couple of months. A little bit more viciousness out of Drew Adler than we've seen in the past. Adler going after Too Much now. Jeez. Oh. What a huge boot to the face, and Too Much is out. This could be all. Security's running around. Now he's trying to sneak into the ring. Oh, jeez, I tell you what. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to egg on Drew Adler now. Too Much with a neck breaker there over the back. Sends Adler down. Is this going to be all? Tristan Michaels down. And that is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Tommy Too Much.
All right, Chad, I'm going to go ahead and call it this mixed tag team match.
I was going to say.
Victorious Tommy Too Much in security.
Drew Adler did pretty well for a handicap match.
Listen to this crowd, Big Chad. These fans are absolutely hating Tommy Too Much right now. They saw, every single one of these folks saw what happened here tonight with security. Security guard asking the fans to get in the ring now. Yeah, he's such a big talker when it's 2-on-1. Such a big talker when it's 2-on-1. Tommy Too Much heading to the back now.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. And now, introducing first.
We're bold and beautiful.
Cut the music. First off, to help whip me in shape, I want to introduce my beautiful bald bestie, Coach Zachary.
We're bold and beautiful. Obviously.
Now, I know I got Fry, and it should be a championship match. He knows how hard I've been working. Get the scale. Let's do this.
We saw here a few weeks ago.
All right, Mr. Stevens, you know you have to weigh in at 210.
210, I can count.
Steven announced at our last show against
I don't
Aaron.
need to.
Against
Take your shoes off, Smelly.
NWA
Ladies and
Junior
gentlemen,
Heavyweight Champion.
Marvelous Michael Stevens weighed in at 213.
No!
There will be no title shot.
It's for the title. Let me take off my pants and boots.
Michael Stevens asking to remove his pants and boots to weigh in. You have to be 210 pounds or less to qualify for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. And Michael Stevens is not. However, the match will continue here this evening against Fry Daddy. As advertised, Michael Stevens versus Fry Daddy here NWA Georgia Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Opponent, Junior.
NWA Atlanta, Georgia, or NWA Georgia Junior Heavyweight Champion Fry Daddy taking on Michael Stevens in a non-title match here tonight. Wow. Fans absolutely going crazy right now for Fry Daddy. Fry Daddy stepping into the ring now. Second event in a row here against Michael Stevens. But Michael Stevens once again weighing in over 210. Will not take on Fry Daddy for the title, but Fry Daddy still willing to lock it up against Marvelous Michael Stevens. Former NWA Georgia Tag Champion Michael Stevens stepped into the ring now, introducing his coach, Zach Edwards. Zach Edwards nursing an injury of his own, knee injury, ACL, and I think an MCL tear. It looks like he's moving pretty good. They did a good job on it.
Yeah, he looks to be like he's getting back into strength. Hopefully he'll be back soon.
Yeah, no kidding. Usually it's a 9-month recovery at least for something like that, but he's able to walk around at a heavy pace here at ringside, which is pretty good for one Zach Edwards, excuse me. And sporting the Zubaz. He's only missing a fanny pack, and he could travel back in time.
Hey guys, I'm back.
We saw that. We're working on your Zubaz there. Michael Stevens with a shot to Fry Daddy, top of the head. Stevens with a chop. Oh, missing the chop. Fry Daddy. Big chop in the corner.
Yeah, I think 1985 called them with their pants back.
Yeah. I don't think Zubaz weren't around back then. This is early 90s.
Early 90s?
Yeah, I had a couple pair, being honest with you.
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
Did they match your outfit?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all. Yeah. Fry Daddy going up top.
Oh.
Michael Stevens knocking him off the ropes as he went for that high-risk maneuver. Oh, wow. Zach Edwards missing. Fry Daddy dumped to the outside, hitting the barricade right in front of the fans there. Off the apron from Michael Stevens. Oh, man, Michael Stevens bouncing Fry Daddy's head off the ring apron right here at ringside as Zach Edwards cheers him on. Tristan Michaels with a count, trying to institute a 10 count here, get these guys back in the ring. 2 count there, Fry Daddy kicking out. We have a whole row full of kids that are just giving it to Michael Stevens here on the side of the ring. It's hilarious, man. These kids are really into it.
Oh, yeah.
They are screaming their heads off right now. Zach Edwards now looks like he's auditioning for Tommy Too Much Security. Going after Fry Daddy here on the lower ring apron or lower ring rope. Friday in a little bad place there. Michael Stevens with some words for the kids at ringside as he goes for the pinfall on Friday. Head of steam off the ropes. Big knee drop and a roll through there on Friday's chest. Forearm right across the nose of Friday. Further going to cut on his win there and keep Friday down.
You know, I still want to know what's in his jug over there, that Kool-Aid. Wonder what flavor it is.
I'm not really sure what that is. It's probably like some acai berry or some strawberry or something. Really no telling here. Whatever it is, it doesn't do good for the eyes.
No,
as we saw at our last event.
That's right. That's how he got the victory.
Yep. 2 count there from Tristan Michaels once again. One nice thing about all these kids screaming, they're not going to have any voices tomorrow. There'll be a little day off for their parents.
Happy Memorial Day, parents.
Yes, a quiet first week of first 3-day weekend of the year.
That's right.
I tell you what, Zach Edwards getting it from the kids here at ringside as well. We got a full house here in NWA Atlanta, Locust Grove. Folks are out here. Friday, big drop kick from Friday. Can he take advantage of this and have a little bit of a head of steam? Drop toe hold there from Michael Stevens. Sends Friday's face bouncing off the canvas. Stevens trying to shake away the cobwebs there. Boot to the midsection. Another boot sends Friday down. A third. Keeps Friday down with his shoulders on the mat. Stevens setting up Friday for a suplex. Friday with a go behind. Setting him up for a roll up. Oh, Michael Stevens kicking out of that roll up. Friday going big forearm right across the forehead of Friday. Friday with another forearm to Michael Stevens' head. Michael Stevens into the corner, sends Friday over the top rope. Friday on the apron. Big punch right over the apron, over the top rope. Friday for the high risk maneuver going up to the top. Michael Stevens there. Big missile drop kick from Friday, and Stevens is reeling in the corner.
That's Tyson, a bulldog by Fry. Wow. He's taking it to Michael Stevens now.
Yeah, he is feeling it now. The crowd is firmly behind Friday, the NWA Georgia Junior Heavyweight Champion. Friday going after it there. He's going to send it up and catch it.
He's getting the Fry Nation up.
Friday, big elbow drop from Friday there, hooking the far leg. And a 2 count from Tristan Michaels. Zach Edwards with a word of encouragement for his tag team partner there, Michael Stevens, as Stevens is being held up by the ropes in the corner. He may not even be conscious at this point. Friday over the top. Roll through there. Friday setting him up. Sit out powerbomb. Is this going to be it? Oh, roll up there. Friday might have been able to hook it a little bit, but he's taking some punishment from Michael Stevens here. Friday going to get back up to his feet. A couple more good moves. He's going to finish off Michael Stevens here. And heads to the back with his championship belt. Michael Stevens back to the treadmill. Oh, man. Neck breaker there. Michael Stevens going for the pinfall. Stevens screaming out in disgust after a 2 count. Friday catches the foot on a super kick attempt. Friday setting him up. Swinging reverse neck breaker. Tristan Michaels down right on top of that there. A 2 3/4 count. Michael Stevens calling for timeout. It's a big nope. Oh, grabbing Friday's tight face off the second turnbuckle now. Stevens always taking a shortcut there. Big knee right to the face of Friday. Rolling Friday. Friday going for the cut line there. What? That powder right in the eyes of Friday. Tristan Michaels had his back turned there. Michaels with a 3 count. That is it.
Gentlemen, the winner of the match, Marvelous Michael Stevens.
First it was the punch, now it was the powder. What
Michaels,
word are they going to throw at Friday?
Michael Stevens victorious here. I have no idea what's in that powder, but it smells awful.
Oh, no.
whatever it is, Fry Daddy with a handful of that powder right in Fry Daddy's eyes. Referee Tristan Michaels asking for some water or something so Fry Daddy can see here in the ring. Oh, jeez. That smell is disgusting.
Oh, he is
oh, yeah. Tristan Michaels here trying to get some of that to wash Fry Daddy's eyes out. Not sure what's going on. He's pouring it on the back of his head. Don't ask Tristan Michaels for any medical assistance.
He never said he was trained medical professional.
No, apparently not. I don't think he's even seen an episode of ER at this point. Trying to work over Fry Daddy's face. Fry Daddy's struggling to be able to see. Let's see if Tris can get him to the back. But Fry Daddy losing another match. But this isn't his fault, folks. Zach Edwards with some powder in the face of Fry Daddy. And Michael Stevens victorious here in another non-title defense, as Fry Daddy still remains the NWA Georgia Junior Heavyweight Champion.
You're witnessing the first time that Oscar Worthy has graced an NWA Atlanta ring. That's historic. You know, we should play a little game. Do you like games, children? Let's play a game. That game is called Compare and Contrast. And what we're going to compare and contrast is you and me, Oscar Worthy. You see, I get what I want, you see? And just looking at all of you, obviously, you've never gotten anything in your lives worth anything. You've never had a happy day with your sad little faces and sad little clothes and educations and everything. That's a contrast, you see. Let's talk about our mornings. In the morning when I get up, I don't even have an alarm clock. When you get up, your alarm goes off and you hit it. 9 minutes. You hit it. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. And why? Because you don't want to face your ugly day. You don't want to face your ugly kids, your ugly wife, your ugly husband, your ugly job, your ugly reflection. You don't want to face it. But I don't have an alarm clock. Why? Because I can't wait to be me. I can't wait to be Oscar Worthy and face my day. So, you see, I got what I want. And I came to NWA Atlanta to get a dog. And I got a dog. And right this very second, I'm starving that dog. I'm keeping that dog in a cage. I'm making it hungry and ravaging. The next thing it sees, it will rip to shreds. And that dog is Bill the Butcher. You see, pain, wherever you are, I know that you know May 23rd, Saturday at 9:07, your world changed. Because Oscar Worthy stepped in this ring and he is bringing a new, improved Bill the Butcher, more devastating, more savage than ever. From now on, your world changes, and that is an Oscar-worthy moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by his inventor, Al Jets, from Catskills, New York, weighing 225 pounds, one half of the NWA Southern Tag Team Champions, the reflection of perfection, the Dream, Tyson D. And his opponent,
Bullet Club. For
you've seen him in WWE, TNA, and New Japan Pro Wrestling, representing the Bullet Club from Jackson, Georgia, weighing 304 pounds, the Big LG, Luke Doc Gallows!
just can't be
Manskinny here at ringside alongside Big Chad Shepard, checking out one of the members of the Bullet Club, New Japan Pro Wrestling star, Luke Gallows, the Big LG, taking on the former NWA Georgia Heavyweight Champion, the Dream Tyson Dean, one half of the NWA Southern Tag Team Champions. Looking forward to this matchup here since it hit the poster. NWA Atlanta to advertise for this show. Looking forward to this matchup here. Luke Gallows steps over the top rope into the ring. It doesn't get much more intimidating than that, Big Chad. Referee Brad Lee asking for the bell here. Nice to see old Brad. Tyson Dean with a little maneuvering outside the ring here now. He doesn't want a piece of the Big LG.
That's right, Big. And Peanut Head over here with Tyson.
Yeah. Peanut Head, Al gets it, Tyson Dean.
Yes.
Very upset with what happened at our event here 3 weeks ago. Crowd chanting KFC at Tyson Dean. Luke Gallows here. Recently back from a trip to Japan. Part of the Bullet Club. All right, Tyson Dean and Hal back up onto the ring now. LG's got the microphone here.
Hold on. Okay, you're in there right now, right? So you're not a chicken, right? Is he a chicken? Yes. Does he love KFC? KFC! 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 Let's prove that you're not a chicken, Tyson!
Luke Gallows into the ring here. Tyson Dean. Gallows has got the mic once again as Dean is outside the ring.
Hey, birthday boy. Can you make a good chicken sound? Come here.
Al gets Tyson Dean outside the ring here. Luke Gallows
I
going
want
after
Tyson Dean to
one of
show
the kids
everybody
here at ringside.
at NWA Atlanta in Locust Grove, Georgia, how big of a chicken that he really is. Now let me hear your best. Oh, there it is, son. You're a chicken. KFC. KFC. KFC.
Tyson Dean in the ring. Luke Gallows in. Up on the ring apron, going through the ropes this time. Intimidation is already there for Tyson Dean as they schedule collar and elbow tie up here. Luke Gallows sending Dean onto his rear end into the corner. I think that's what Tyson Dean anticipated, Big Chad.
What's that?
A little power outage there.
Oh.
Dean settling in. Again, Al Getz and Tyson Dean very upset at the beginning of the evening with one Rick Michaels, as Michaels continued and went ahead and went with his decision. The referee, Radar Martin, sliding in at the last minute at our last event. If you're watching this on our YouTube page, go back and look for it. You'll see our last event ended with Tyson Dean losing the NWA Georgia title to Odinson after Shane Marks had an injury and could not continue in the match. Rick Michaels sent Odinson into the matchup, and Odinson defeated Tyson Dean with an F10. Got the pinfall, and Radar Martin slid in to the ring. Or if you're a Dizzy Dean fan, he slid into the ring. Either way, referee Radar Martin counted the 3 count here, and he is still an NWA Atlanta employee and a licensed referee in the state of Georgia. Counted that 3 count, and Odinson is the NWA Georgia champion. Big boot to the midsection. Oh, Luke Gallows sending Dean into the corner. Are we going to say hi to each corner of the ring here? Oh, wow, Gallows setting him up. Big 10 shot there. Tyson Dean, the former Golden Gloves boxer, cannot take that much punishment out of a big man like Luke Gallows. Oh, big lefts there. Huge uppercut from Luke Gallows as Dean is struggling there. Al Getz grabbing Luke Gallows' leg as Luke went into the ropes. Another big vicious uppercut to Tyson Dean's chin. Gallows stalking Dean now. Big scoop slam. Oh, Dean right on the upper shoulders and back. Big elbow drop from Luke Gallows. Getz is up on the apron now. Gallows knows he's there. He can hear him. A distraction once again from Al Getz outside of the ring, giving Tyson Dean the opportunity to recover somewhat from the punishment he's taken from Luke Gallows. Dean setting him up. Oh, wow. Hits a neck breaker there. Going after Gallows there, just a 1 count, trying to surprise Gallows and get the win. Dean covering Gallows there with some forearm shots to the side of the head, settling into a rear chin lock now.
5 minutes have elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes have elapsed.
Dean trying to wear down the big man here. Trying to get him down here, cutting off his airway. That's going to be the quickest way to keep Luke Gallows down. Veteran New Japan Pro Wrestling, World Wrestling Entertainment, TNA, and has appeared some recently at Ring of Honor. Oh, he's back up. Gallows is trying to get to his feet here. Can he get to his feet and break the hold? The fans clapping along, trying to give him some motivation. Couple of elbows there. Dean breaks the hold with a big knee lift as Gallows, using Gallows' own momentum off the ropes to make that move just more vicious. Dean hooking that leg. Oh, shot right to the back there. I don't care who you are, after a 16-hour flight from Tokyo, you have some pain in your back, and I'm sure Gallows has his fair share of those.
Absolutely. A big guy like him in those seats.
It doesn't matter if you're in first class, as huge as Gallows is. Right. Oh, Al Getz choking Gallows on the second rope now as Gallows was hanging on. Tyson Dean providing the distraction as referee Bradley had his back turned. Gallows with that big shot to the chin of Tyson Dean. And the former boxer. Oh, man, big clothesline there. I think Dean might have gotten in a shot on Gallows as well as Gallows went down. Getz is trying to rally his man to get him back to this winning position here in this match. Dean shaking the cobwebs loose as Gallows going to get up. Whichever man is up first is going to be in an advantage, Chad.
Absolutely. Both men struggling to get up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. When you got a shot like that, Dean going for a shot to the midsection, trying for a suplex. Big power from Dean there, sending Gallows over the top with a suplex. Dean is in control right now. Setting up on the second turnbuckle. What are we going to do here? Taking a little time to pose for fans. That might not be a good idea. Oh, yeah, going for the elbow drop, and Gallows rolls out of the way. Getz is trying to rally his man outside the ring, pounding on the mat. Gallows trying to shake the cobwebs loose. If he can get up, he may be at the advantage at this point. Gallows with a big punch to the side of the head. Dean bounces off the turnbuckle. Another shot from Gallows. Irish whip into the corner there. Big clothesline in the corner from Gallows. Sending Dean in once again. Gallows is setting him up. We're going to see a big splash. Big, huge splash. We heard the train outside the building here. There's a big train in here.
Absolutely.
And Tyson Dean just got in the path of it. Gallows going to set Dean up here. Dean's having trouble, struggling to get to his feet. Getz doesn't know what to do here at ringside. His man's right in the middle of the ring. Gallows has got him. Andy Anderson's in the ring now. What on earth? Anderson's got the title belt. Referee Brad Lee's calling for the bell. Anderson is on top of Luke Gallows.
The winner of
Anderson and Tyson Dean tradition have hit the ring here, and Andy Anderson's beating up Luke Gallows here. Al Getz got no business in the ring now. What is this? Got something happening, some music playing here. That's Iceberg. Iceberg is in the ring. Iceberg is in the ring now. Luke Gallows is down. These two men have traveled their roads together. Iceberg and Gallows. Longtime friends here in the wrestling business. It's hard to say that you have friends in the business, but Iceberg has run out. Is Iceberg here to save? Andy Anderson and Tyson Dean know what to think here. Iceberg is looking at Luke Gallows, reaching out a hand to Gallows. Is Gallows going to take the hand? Gallows reaching the top ropes here. He's going to get vertical here. Iceberg is extending the hand of friendship to Luke Gallows. Anytime you've been in the wrestling business, as long as these two men have, you're bound to cross paths. I'm sure they've had matches against each other and with each other in the past. Are they going to join forces here? Yes. Gallows and Iceberg shaking hands here. Anderson and Dean outside. Looks like GM Rick Michaels is out here now.
There needs to be a respect bond here. And Andy Anderson, it seems like every time you have to run in and help Tyson Dean, but more than that, you screw each and every one of these people out of a match. Well, quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of it. Tyson Dean, you've lost the NWA Georgia title. You've lost the PWA Heritage title. And tonight, I'm giving you the option to lose the only titles you've got left, because the show's not over just because Andrew wants to run in and cause DQs, because you two muscle-bound idiots and that peanut freak are going to put those titles on the line right here, right now, against Doc Gallows and Iceberg. Ring the bell. This is a title match. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And if you want to interfere and cause a DQ, it's not going to happen, because it's no DQ. Ring the bell.
Wow, Rick Michaels comes out. He's tired of Andy Anderson interfering, and now we have an NWA Southern Tag Championship match. Andy Anderson and Tyson Dean, the only straps they have left in their collection. Their bag's getting lighter every week. Tyson Dean and Andy Anderson are going to defend these NWA Southern Tag Team Championships against Luke Gallows and Iceberg. You got to wonder what kind of shape Gallows is in right now after taking the beatdown from both of these guys. But Iceberg, a fresh man, Andy Anderson, a fresh man. You got to wonder, this necessarily isn't an even matchup at this point.
Iceberg and Gallows just stalking the champs.
Oh, big boot from Gallows.
There we go.
Here we go. This is it. It is on right now. Gallows and Iceberg are on the offensive here. Iceberg out to the side of the ring. Gallows sending Andy Anderson over the top rope to the floor. Dean and Iceberg are outside the ring now All four men outside the ring battling here in the entranceway. Anderson and Gallows fighting towards the back now. Iceberg and Tyson Dean here on the floor as well. Dean with some big punches there to the stomach of Iceberg. Andy Anderson is choking Luke Gallows. They're taking advantage of this being a no DQ, that's for sure. Anderson and Gallows fighting here at ringside in the entrance ramp area. All four men in the corner right in front of Grandpa. Luke Gallows is outside the ring now. Anderson going over the barricade. These guys are fighting towards the concession stand. You see Luke Gallows in the far right-hand corner. Big shot to the side of Anderson's head. Tyson Dean whipped into the corner by Iceberg. Gallows sent Anderson over the counter into the concession stand. The folks in the concession stand are scattering. Gallows has a sweeper of a dustpan of some sorts. Iceberg and Dean now are fighting in the entrance ramp here. Again, it's a no DQ match. Wow, Luke Gallows and Andy Anderson. Luke Gallows is about to hit Anderson over the back with that. Jeez. What a huge shot from Luke Gallows. Anderson taking the broomstick over the back. Anderson's back up fighting Gallows now. Iceberg and Dean are trying to return to the ring. I don't even know where referee Brad Lee is. Okay, I see him now outside the ring.
Wow.
The barricades are just falling apart here now. It is absolute chaos right now. Anderson and Gallows are fighting in the crowd. Iceberg and Dean here at ringside now. Both men using big time closed fists. Barricade is broken apart now, and Gallows is back at the ringside area. Referee Brad Lee trying to get the guys not to get hurt here as the barricades come open. We're trying to keep the fans in.
Wow.
Anderson with a big forearm right to the side of Gallows' head. Dean and Iceberg on the far side of the ring now. Photographers, security, trying to keep the barricade back together as Gallows and Anderson are fighting here.
Oh,
Gallows has a chair now. A fan paid for that. He's wanting to sit there.
It ain't a folding chair neither.
Oh, my gosh. Anderson there. Gallows is going to set Anderson's face right on top of the chair. Iceberg and Dean are now crawling over the barricade now. Oh, my gosh. Gallows with a couple of shots there to Anderson. Anderson's busted open. You can see him bleeding. Gallows went over to help Iceberg out as Dean took him on over in the corner. This isn't going to settle into a normal tag match. Big chat, a first ever for the NWA Atlanta. This is awesome chant.
Absolutely.
Andy Anderson with a shot from Iceberg right to the face. Gallows is trying to recover here at ringside. Both members of Tradition are in the ring right now. Oh, big thumb to the eye from Iceberg. Oh, my gosh. 400-plus pound splash right into the corner there for Andy Anderson. Dean pulling Brad Lee into the corner now. Brad Lee is down. Iceberg crushed him. Gallows and Iceberg are both in the ring now as Tyson Dean is measuring Iceberg, but he doesn't know Gallows is up. He might think it's Andy Anderson in the corner there. Dean setting him up. We're going to see that swinging neck breaker there. Gallows grabbed Dean. Big boot to the stomach there. Gallows setting him up.
Uh-oh.
Iceberg there.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, devastating neck breaker from Luke Gallows. Iceberg with the splash. 1, 2. Here's Radar. Radar in for the count. That's it. 3 count.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and new NWA Southern Tag Team Champions, Luke Doc Gallows and Iceberg! Gallows and Iceberg!
Luke Gallows and Iceberg here tonight. The new NWA Southern Tag Champions have defeated Andy Anderson and Tyson Dean. Those bags are really light now.
Very light. Yeah, plenty of room for that clothes.
There is no gold in Tradition's trophy case anymore. Andy Anderson and Tyson Dean have lost the NWA Southern Tag Championship here tonight to Iceberg and Luke Gallows. What an incredible night of action here in NWA Atlanta as Luke Gallows and Iceberg are the new NWA Southern Tag Champions.